Hi, I'm Rich Ochoa, one of your hosts at Carrie's on Lake Wilderness. I'm going to show you how to use a barge in the watercraft. The stairs down, we have a handle right here, so reach out and grab the handle. This can be slippery, especially we're in the middle of winter right now, so this is a bit frosty and icy. Sunny, blue sky winter morning here in December. Okay, so we have several watercraft. We have a couple kayaks. You may find the kayaks hooked up to a cleat, or you may find a kayak turned upside down on a boardwalk. We do that so that it doesn't fill up with water and that the seat remains dry. Okay, if you can't reach a kayak, use one of your paddles that are on the barge and just pull the thing over. Okay, the kayak paddles have paddles on both sides, surfaces on both sides. This is a kayak paddle. This is a paddle that you use for either a stand-up paddleboard or as backup propulsion on this barge. We'll get to that in a minute. To get into a kayak, put the kayak paddle across, pull yourself toward the barge as you get in. Okay. There you go, you're off. When you get out of the kayak, if you're young and nimble, it'll probably be pretty intuitive. If you're old and a little heavy, it might be a little bit of a quandary. The easiest way for you to get out is to roll. Lean onto the barge, keep pulling yourself toward the barge with your elbow, and just roll out like so. And then you tie the kayak back up with this rope right here. Don't leave the rope attached to the cleat, and just untie the knot or tie the knot when you are coming and going with the kayak right there on the kayak. Okay, so there's your kayaks. The canoe. If you're going to use the canoe, we have the paddles for the canoe are wooden paddles, and they're up in the lakeside cottage up there. Okay, you can probably see the wooden paddles actually showing. To get in the canoe, you can use the same roll method. Stay in the basin of the canoe, keep your center of gravity low, always touch the barge, and there you go. The front of the canoe is right there. It has more leg room, and the rear of the canoe is behind me. So I'm sitting in the middle. Generally, if you have one person, you sit in the middle. If you have two people, one sits in the front, and the paddler who is most experienced or most confident sits in the rear. You face this way, and if you have three people, then obviously you have somebody who can sit in the middle. To get out of the canoe, same thing. Just kind of roll out. The canoe is also tied up to the boardwalk, and just untie the rope right here. We also have a rope on the other end of the canoe, and you can use that to tie off if you get to one of these docks down here, or if you pull up to the shore and want to walk in the arboretum or the gardens or the park. Now we're standing on the barge. We're standing on the barge. This is about a 9 by 12 floating deck, and there's an electric motor on the barge, and the cables, we have two batteries usually on the barge, and the cables are hooked up so that the line that has black on it goes to negative. What's negative? It shows right there. See the little negative sign? The line without any black on it, that goes to positive. Okay, why am I telling you this? Because we have two batteries, and you may find yourself running the first battery down, and you'll have to hot swap and hook up to the second battery. To do that, you just simply turn the nuts take off both cables and hook up to the new battery. Okay, so when you're hooking up to the new battery, you simply keep these things far apart, connect, tighten the nut. Don't worry, you will not get shocked. There you go. Let us know if you run a battery or both batteries down, and we can usually recharge it for you. It takes 7-8 hours to recharge a battery, so be frugal with your battery use. This thing goes very, very slow. It's just meant to put around here on the lake, and you may get 45 minutes of operating time on a battery, so you probably don't have enough battery to get to the far side of the lake and get back, unless you're willing to assist with your backup propulsion, which are these paddles. Backup propulsion works like this. I think you get the idea. Okay, in terms of operating the motor, you'll figure that out very quick. One way will back it up, and one way will take it forward. There you go. It'll be pretty intuitive when you turn on this. You can also, it's a little frozen right now, but you can also pull this out to extend it to be more comfortable. What is it, Carrie? What is it?
Make sure you untie.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, that kind of goes without saying. If you take the barge out, you untie right here, and you can untie from the cleat. The rope is actually very cold and frozen. Anyway, you untie from the cleat, set yourself free, and when you come back, retie to the cleat. So that's about it on the barge. Don't worry, you can't damage this barge. It moves so slow. About the only thing that you could do wrong is put that thing in reverse and back the barge in to the shore and scrape the prop on the bottom. As long as you go nose in, anywhere that you want to go on this lake, go nose in, you'll be fine with the prop. The umbrella, the string that supports this snapped. So we have our best umbrellas up on the deck. So this umbrella, you simply lift it up, raise this, and jab the provided screwdriver in the hole. Okay, and please let this umbrella down when you're done, otherwise it'll collect a ton of sap. And to do that, you just raise this and pull the screwdriver out and drop it right here. Carrie, can you think of anything else?
Yes, life vest. Where can they be located?
Yep. So when you're getting off the barge, use this safety handle, use this post. Be careful if it's wet or icy or slippery. But come on up, let's take a look at the barge, Carrie. I mean the life jackets. Okay, life jackets are the rule, the law on the lake. To be truthful, it's rarely, if ever, enforced. But if you are not an expert swimmer, a strong swimmer, we highly recommend that you follow the law and use the life jackets. Got one for a kiddo in here as well. Okay, this lakeside cottage is where we have the paddles. Okay, is there anything else? Oh, one more thing. This umbrella, just pull this umbrella out. You just turn this crank, open the umbrella, and again, when you're done, lower the umbrella by taking the crank in the counterclockwise direction. Is there anything else?
No, the end.
Okay.
Enjoy your time on Carrie's on the Wilderness.
Yep, enjoy your time here.